Hello, welcome back to Faithfully Airy. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm realizing is so important, and that is how important it is to stay in the present. Some of us are constantly living in the past, and we're replaying old situations. We're thinking about things that we should have said, things that we wish we would have done, things that we wish never happened, old situations, how somebody hurt us, how we failed, how, we wish we could get our old life back, all of these things. And if we stay there too long, that can hurt us. Okay, that can make us bitter, that can make us depressed, that can make us angry, that can make us emotionally stuck in that situation. Now, on the opposite side, some of us are constantly thinking about the future, constantly worrying and overthinking, trying to control every single narrative of what is going on in your life. Okay, what if this happens? What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? What if things don't work out? Constantly living in the future creates anxiety. So mentally, we get trapped in this little cycle of, oh, if I think too much about the past and I stay in the past, I'm gearing myself into depression. If I stay too much into the future and I'm constantly worrying about the outcome, how is this going to happen? What if this doesn't happen this way? That creates anxiety. Okay. So honestly, I think the missing piece is staying in the present, learning to live in the present and let go of what if this doesn't happen, or why did this happen? Okay, so this kind of had me going a little bit because I started thinking about the story of Lot's wife. So, Lot's wife, she was told to keep moving forward and to not look back. So, what does she do? She looks back. And so, as soon as she looks back, she turns into a pillar of salt. And honestly, I know some people might interpret this differently, but symbolically, I think a lot of us do the same thing emotionally. We're constantly looking back at our old pain. We're looking back at our regrets. We're looking back at our mistakes. We're looking back wishing we could get a redo button to do things all over again. We're looking back at what we lost. And eventually, this can make us emotionally salty. Like Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt, this can make us emotionally salty, bitter, depressed, stuck in our situation. And on the opposite end, constantly living in the future, that can make us fearful, that can make us restless. And I truly think deep down, the neutral position to stay in is in the present, not constantly worrying about the future, not constantly worrying about what we lost or what we wish we could have done differently in the past. I think God meets us right here in the present because that is where we are learning to let go. Let go and let Him. That is where we're showing that we're vulnerable and not constantly stressing about how can I fix it, and we're letting Him fix it. Staying in the present. Now, like I said earlier, this is not saying don't ever look back, don't ever look forward, don't ever analyze anything. This is saying, like, don't stay there. Reflection is healthy, planning is healthy, to make sure that you have all your P's and Q's in a row, make sure you have all the money saved up for what you need or whatever. Planning is okay. Sometimes you need to ask, what can I learn from this? What steps can I take to be better by looking at your past? But there's a difference from looking at it to learn from it and living in it. There's a difference between preparing for your future and mentally obsessing over it. But because your mind is somewhere else a lot of the times when you stay in these two modes, God is trying to do something in you right now. And a lot of times you're so preoccupied with where I want to be, where I should have been, that you miss what He is doing right now. God meets you in stillness. He says, be still and know that I am God. He meets you in awareness. He meets you in today, in this moment, right now, in the present moment. So that's why the Bible says, do not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. We're going to have things to worry about every single day. But that is not for us to obsess over. We need to be in the moment, receiving everything that God has to show us, receiving the life and the things, the big things and the little things that make life special right now. Not worrying about the future, worrying about the past. Like we've said, it's okay to look at it, to learn from it, to prepare. but don't stay in it. So if you've been struggling with anxiety, regret, overthinking, fear, constantly replaying the past, maybe this is your reminder. No, this is your reminder to slow down and be in the present. I'm sorry, I said that a little aggressive. Slow down and be in the present, okay? Be mindful, be intentional of being in the moment, okay? Because life is happening right now. It is. It might not seem like it is. It might seem like life is just everywhere. But no, you have the authority to center it and to focus in on what you choose to focus on. And so it is so important to focus on what is happening right now. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos. Stay blooming, stay blossoming, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.